When I saw this basset hound at the shelter, I knew something was wrong. Because he was barking in a way that was almost like, help me. And when I sat with him, there were moments where his face was so sad, and it made my heart so heavy, especially when I figured out that something was wrong with him medically. And I'm full up at the farm with the boxers and Pumpkin and Lily, so I didn't know what to do. But I knew I had to come up with a plan. And I think I came up with a really good one. Okay, see if you can see what I saw that was wrong with him medically that we're gonna really dig into. Let's go sit with this amazing puppy basset hound.
I think this might be the first time that we've ever sat with a basset hound, and I'll be the first to admit I don't know a lot about basset hounds. I mean, I probably know more than the average person, but I am no basset hound pro. Look at those little eyes up in the camera. Well, you know, what's interesting is, like, a lot of times I try to sit and help the fearful dogs. A basset hound in a shelter is a big alarm because, hi. Oh, hi. You sniffing everything? Who would have guessed? I think, we'll have to look it up. I think basset hounds have the best nose of any dog in the entire species. Maybe it's a bloodhound. It's a hound dog for sure. They're at least in the top like 3. They're also notorious for sounding their alarm, which is what they were bred for. But if the energy is not directed right, it leads to situations often like this. And that's why I wanted to get involved. And the other thing is, did you guys see it? Did you see what I saw? Here, you want to check it out? It's just a blanket. It's just a blanket. Just a blanket. You're taking down the blanket? Here. Okay, I'm going to sit down. Do you want a blanket? Here, let's get you settled first. Here, there you go. Does it feel nice? No surprise, you got to sniff it and check it out, okay? You lay in that one, and I'm going to sit in this one, okay? Will you let me sit down? Basset hounds make incredible family dogs, but they often end up in shelters because if not given the proper exercise and training, their propensity for getting themselves into trouble is strong. Hey, we're trying to tell people about you. Yeah, I think something's wrong, and tell me if you saw it. Come here, right here, see? I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look how long this dog's body is. Like real life cartoons. But they will often sit in shelters for prolonged amounts of time because not anybody can take a basset hound, or they'll keep getting returned again and again and again. And that really sets them back. Then it's a lot harder for them to be loyal to their family because they just don't believe that they have a permanent home. If you think this dog's cute, you go, I want that dog because they're cute. Do not adopt this dog. If you think, I think that dog's cute and I could really work with that dog, I could spend the time to train them, to exercise them, to give them all the love that they need, then yeah, this dog for sure. But I'm really interested to hear what this dog's story is. Oh, you gonna do the scoop? Looking for a treat? Okay. Well, we're gonna be really careful to not reward the barking behavior. I wanna make sure it's known that if you bark, you're not getting treats. How adorable though. Oh man. What if we brought him to the farm? We never had a basset hound at Flip Farms. Look how focused he is. I can't do as long as I would like to do in regards to like not associating the barking with getting a treat, but I can at least not give it to him right when he barks. Also, the scoop. I know a lot of times we're sitting with the dogs that are like shut down and broken. Maybe not broken, that's not the right word, but don't judge a book by its cover because this dog has issues. Although they're different than a lot of the fearful dogs I sit with, I think there's something wrong that I'll point out here in a minute. That barking will cause him to not get adopted. Like, no matter how cute he is if you come up to the kennel and he's just barking, you're not going to take him home. He's so playful though. Here, hey, Alexis.
Yeah.
Are you pulling up his story and talking with the team?
Yeah, I'm wrapping on some details right now.
Okay. While Alexis is pulling up that information, I want to share a couple things with you. Right now, we're at Chula Vista Animal Services in San Diego. And Chula Vista has some unique challenges. You know, right now they're over capacity, like 150% full. That's just at the shelter. They also have foster parents, and all the foster parents are full. And last time we were at Chula Vista Animal Services, it was interesting because a lot of the comments that we got were how bad their kennel was, how horrible it was that they would do this to dogs. And let me tell you something, because I see a lot of shelters, they're doing a really fantastic job. And while yeah, this is, you know, it's concrete and like it's not as soft as blankets and things like that, you have to have an area that you can sterilize on a regular basis when you have such a turnover of dogs coming in, both getting adopted, returned to their owners. And, you know, they have residents that they've been working with and keeping here for over 400 days. There's a dog that has been here for over 400 days. And a lot of shelters wouldn't do that. They would just, it would be at the end. And these guys fight really hard for each and every one of these dogs. And so I want to tell you, from what I see, they deserve a lot of praise and pats on the back. And a lot of shelters, you know, they look like this because municipalities need to set up a facility that they can disinfect and clean on a regular basis. Well, we should see if he knows tricks here in a minute too. If he knows treats. He certainly knows treats. But a lot of shelters have really nice looking kennels, and that's because they just have more funds available in the community. And you'll see this, like, if it's a wealthy community, they often have a really amazing looking shelter. If it's a community that doesn't have as many resources, a shelter is typically just a direct reflection of the community and what the representatives for that community are doing for that shelters. And the kennels that I'm coming into are the dogs that really need some immediate help. The shelter has play yards. They have really nice kennels on the inside that they move dogs in there that need that. I know, you just want treats. I get it. We're not going to reward that, but let's see. Let's try a trick. Can you lay down? Can you lay down? Can you lay down? Your short stature makes it look like you're already sitting down. Lay down. I don't think he knows how to lay down. Can you sit? Sit. No, we don't. That's not correct. Can we sit? Fetch. Yeah, he doesn't seem to know any tricks, which is concerning. It likely means there just hasn't been a lot of focus on correct behavior. And I don't know why he's here. We're going to find out. You know what? Let's do that. Let's get his story. But first, I definitely want to give you Flip Farms updates on our 2 boxer babies.
Okay, I do have an amazing Flip Farms pup date about the boxers, but it's a little longer than normal because I actually got to sit down and do a live, and I'm going to share all of that with you, but stick around to the end of the video and I'll lay all that out. I think we got to get right back to this basset hound story because I want you to hear about it and I want to tell you what's wrong with this basset hound.
Alexis, did you see what I saw where he might have some issues?
Yeah, I noticed that.
I'm hoping you have some information on that. We'll talk about it here after we get his story. What is his story?
Well, we do know that he's only about 1 year old. He's
Only
a male as well.
He's only a year old? Oh my goodness, he's like a puppy. He does still have like the floppy puppy basset. I mean, basset hounds are just floppy. I would almost venture to say that he's probably underweight. Yeah, or you know what? He's probably not underweight. He's probably exactly where he should be. But most of the time, when you see basset hounds, they're just a bit beefier because they really struggle with weight, which I can relate to. I had like 3 Oreos last night. We can eat the whole sleeve. But anyways, I have been running a lot more, so I'm trying to offset that Oreo consumption. Okay, well, what else do we know?
Well, this is actually his 3rd time here. And
Wait. He's only a year old. Wait, hold on. Did I hear you right? You said it's his 3rd time here?
3rd time.
What? Buddy, you're a year and you've been here 3 times? I know, it makes me sad too, bud. Oh, he felt me feeling that. That is so sad. Hi, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'll save that for the positive affirmations we're going to do here in a minute because he's going to need them. Okay, what else?
So this is actually his 3rd time here just this year.
What? And we're only in February. It's February 2nd.
Exactly. So literally 3 times in 30 days.
What is going on, bud? It's okay. Same owner or what happened?
So it looks like just different people were finding him out and about, picking him up. And obviously after that first time he came in, he was microchipped, presumably with a new owner. He was released, but then the owner never came back for him. He's just been here.
You know what it is? I know, okay, I've never had a basset hound, but I do know that basset hound, beagles, bloodhounds, they will lose themselves in scent. And what I mean by that is like, they will just let their nose lead the way, and they will be miles away from their home until they even realize what happened. Because I've walked dogs like this, like at shelters, and they'll get way down the line, and then their head and nose will come up, and they'll be like, where are we at? Who are you? What are we doing? Are we still in California? You know? So this is not uncommon, and it definitely leads the extreme nature of this dog's nose and what they were bred to do often has them ending up in shelters. Because if an owner gets a dog like this and they don't put them to work, if they don't do scent training, if they don't give them exercise, even though basset hounds often don't want the exercise, it'll lead to really sad situations like this. Hi. You're such a sweet boy. The secret's out now, and he's like, he's looking at me, his face is so sad. I want to hear the rest of his story, but I got to break into some positive affirmations here, because you can feel the weight of the world on this boy, and I want to show you his face. Hey Alexis or Ken, could you hand me my glasses? I want to put on my video glasses so you guys can see his adorable, sad face. Hopefully we can make it a little happier and just see what I'm seeing in here. We also put up like a big blanket to try to help. He gets really focused on certain things and he's barking. I want to show you what that looks like. Alexis is outside talking to me right now, and I just see her shadow. But otherwise, if we just have it open, he just is so focused and barking because we're limited in our redirection here in the kennel. Whereas if we were to take him to the farm, maybe we do. I've got an idea, but we got to check something out here in a minute. But if we were to take him to the farm, then we could work on that redirection and that training to help with that barking. That was in my ear, my man. Okay, here we go. Come here. Can you sit? Can you sit? We don't know sit, do we? Here, okay. Also, it is harder for basset hounds to sit just because of their stature. Come here. Hi. Hey, I want you to know something. It's not your fault, okay? You're a good boy, and you just found yourself in some trouble, but I bet we can help redirect that trouble, and I love you, okay? You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah. You got big old, great looking ears, and you got a great tail wag. You got awesome big paws. You're the best looking basset hound I've seen down here. You know that? Maybe in my whole life, buddy. Oh, you want to scoop? You want to scoop? Oh, you want to give me kisses? You want to give me kisses? Okay. Oh, I left you in all of your long body. Look, his body is as long as my arm. That's kind of crazy because I'm 6'4" too. Like I have a really long arm. And his body this is basically his body right here. Oh, Alexis, do we have a name?
We do.
You want to text it to me?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, this is great. I saw a comment the other day that someone's like, why do you make Alexis text it to you? Couldn't she just spell the name? What if the dog can spell? Like, you don't know. There are some smart dogs out there. Oh, this name is perfect. This name is the name of our editor. And so this is great. Because then the whole time he's editing the video, we can keep hearing his name, which I love.
Positive affirmations too.
Yeah. Oh, I already did the positive affirmations.
More positive affirmations.
Maybe I should redo it. Come here, buddy. Come here. All right. I'm gonna tell him one more time. Come here, buddy. Bobby. Oh, that's you, Bobby. You're a good boy, Bobby. Bobby, you're a good boy. You know that? You're a good boy, Bobby. Hey, we're going to figure this out together, okay? You don't have to be sad anymore, buddy. Bobby, I love you. Bobby, I love you. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, so let's talk about the thing that I've been worried about, because this can be really expensive, but I think we could do it. I think we could do it because of the amount of coffee that you guys buy to help support. We can use those funds to get him to the vet, because I think we have an issue, and it might be why he is potentially misbehaving, and that he's done anything wrong, by the way. Like, none of this is his fault, but it could be leading to some of the problems. And I don't know, Alexis, I don't know if you saw this too, but did you guys see it? There's something wrong with his front paw. He's guarding it and not walking on it as heavy as he should be.
The shelter noticed that he had a limp on his front leg when he first came in.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit odd because sometimes he'll walk on it and sometimes he won't.
Yeah, I've noticed the same thing, but there's something wrong for sure. And he needs the vet, which could be expensive, especially when you start dealing with specialty things like that. He's got those east-west paws like a basset hound that go like this. And so you really need someone that knows what they're doing to take a look at it. But if we brought him to the farm, like, this is what we can do. Because of all of you and the mission of Flip Farms, it's to help dogs in these situations. So he's going for my phone, probably because it smells like potato chips. I one time had a basset hound expert that has like a whole rescue of basset hounds tell me that people get really upset with their basset hounds because they'll come home and their remote will be chewed up. Like, why would the dog do that? Well, because you might have had potato chips on your hands from a couple hours ago and, you know, you brushed your hands off or whatever, but then you picked up the remote. The basset hound's nose is so strong. That remote basically smells like a bag of potato chips to that basset hound. Hey, Alexis.
Yeah.
Could you look it up and see if they're the number one, like how many, what is it? Not decibels, but like parts per million their nose can smell? I think basset hounds are number 1 or number 2 or 3. Could you be my like chat GPT?
Sure.
Yeah, hey, you're better than AI any day, Alexis. Don't you forget it.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm getting that basset hounds possess an exceptional sense of smell, second only to the bloodhound.
Okay, so number two to the bloodhound.
Over 220 million scent receptors.
220 million scent receptors. And how many do humans have?
Let me see.
220 million. This is great. This is good because this hasn't happened since I've been here. It's like noon now, and since 8 o'clock, he's been going like this.
It looks like humans only have around 400.
I mean, imagine if you woke up and you had superhuman ability to smell, and you went from 400 to 400 versus how many again? 220 million?
Something like that. I'm trying to get the actual scent receptors number. I'm getting some mixed results, but it's definitely not 220 million.
It's not 220 million?
Not for humans, no.
I mean for dogs though.
Yes, well, for the basset hound, yes.
I mean, I just can't even fathom it, you know? And then you wonder why he keeps getting away. That breaks my heart a little bit. No, don't do that. I was going to show everyone how calm you were. Come here. Here, come here. You want to come up here? Oh, yes. This will come up here. You know that?
I think I'm getting mixed results, but either way, it's still crazy. It looks like a human could have 6 million, maybe.
6 million, okay.
But still, it's still way under 220 million.
Yeah, I mean, if I were to pick like any superhuman ability, it probably wouldn't be to have like an amplified nose. But I wouldn't complain. Yeah, oh, you're a good boy. Let me tell you something, Bobby. I love you very much. You're a good boy. You're a good boy, Bobby. Can I see your paw? Is it hurt? Yeah, you're not putting any pressure on it, huh? Like, I mean, I can't tell, like, because their paws are so chunky in the first place, and I'm no pro, so it's really hard to tell. But if we're able to take them, we're going to have to get them into the vet, which will be pricey, but worth it, I think. Well, I know. Okay, so we have a bit of a challenge right now at the farm, in a good way. We have Pumpkin, who needs a home. He's available for adoption. Lily, who is our forever farm dog. She's actually been having a really hard time recently because she pulled a muscle, and these things just concern us because her life will just be shorter because of her condition. And so any one of those things could, you know, as long as she's still got joy and a pep in her step, she gets to stay. But if that goes away because the pain or discomfort is too great, we'll have to make that tough call. And then we have Harley and Diesel, which I hope to be able to get them adopted soon. We're going to have to work really hard to find someone that can adopt them together. And that's going to be really important because they're not bonded, I would say, but Harley would really struggle without Diesel. And I owe it to her. So right now at the farm, we have dogs in the den and we have dogs in the Quonset hut. And we really separated them from our living area because we owe that to Kobe, our dog, who has only half a heart. And so it beats really fast and it gives him anxiety. And when we lost Flip, my soul dog, Kobe wet the bed for 3 months straight and he would cry and he mourned just like I mourned. And so it's just never been right to bring another dog in with him again. And also, we didn't think he would live this long. He's 6 years old now. The doctor said maybe a year or two, testament to the amazing food we feed him, to my supplements. Shameless plug there, but I've been refining that for years. And you can tell it makes a difference with Kobe. Okay, so here's what I think we should do. So Angelica has been really helping at the farm because we have so much going on. So we all balance, we all share the load, we all work with these dogs, but she's been lead. So I want to call her and see what she thinks because right now there's no room at the inn. But if the boxer babies clear their vet appointment today and they don't have kennel cough or anything like that, could they go up with Pumpkin and Lily? And then we could get him in the Quonset hut. We can't bring him into the den with those guys right away because we have to do a bit of a quarantine in case he comes with something from the shelter. That doesn't always present itself on day one. Like if we took him to the vet right now, they could run all the tests and it would be fine. But kennel cough or distemper sometimes takes a few days for it to actually show. So, and not that we think any of that's here. It's just, it's happened before. So why don't we call, I know what I think, that maybe we move the boxer babies up, but let's call Angelica and see.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Hey, good. I have you on speaker on blast right now, and a couple people are listening. Well, let me ask you this way. How do you feel about basset hounds?
Where are we going to put one? I think they're adorable. I love them. But that's going to be the answer to every dog. What size? Like a puppy?
Technically a puppy, yes. Okay, I'll stop kidding. So 1-year-old basset hound, third time at the shelter because he keeps getting away. So I imagine he doesn't seem to know any tricks and he barks a lot. So he would definitely need training. We'd have to work him through training right away. But sweet as pie, would be fine with Pumpkin and Lily, would be fine with we can't put him in the Quonset hut with the boxers, but I think he would be fine with Lily and Pumpkin. I think he's going to bark a lot, and so that's going to be a lot to manage initially. But I wonder, could we set up a space in the house like we did for Lily and Katie initially, temporarily while he quarantines?
I think the house would work. How tall is he? How big do I need baby gates?
He is, I will send you pictures and videos, but if I had to guess, 40 pounds, 50 pounds? Basset hounds are thick, but he's still pretty young. The challenge with him is we're going to have to get to the vet because he's guarding one of his paws. He's kind of limping on one of his paws.
Oh.
I know. So it's definitely causing him some pain or discomfort. I worry between his barking, that paw, that he's just going to keep cycling back through the shelter because people are going to adopt him because he's cute. And then he's just going to keep coming back.
Is he already available, that we could take him now?
Yeah, we could take him now.
Okay. I will look at local vets and see what they have as far as availability and board overnight, right? So that I can have time to set up his little space. Okay. Let me call you in a little bit. Let me think about this. And you think about it too. And I'm going to send you some pictures and videos. All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Well, I don't know. Angelica's worried because we don't have any space, which is pretty valid concern. I don't want to leave him here another minute, especially because if he just came in, the longer the dogs are here, just the harder it is, the more behavior that sets in, the more, potential for sickness. Not that the shelters do anything wrong. It just happens in these environments. Look at his face. How could you say no to his face?
I've had moments like this in my life before, where I've been called to make a decision to help someone in need. Everything in my brain is telling me, you don't have the capacity, it would be easier not to do this. And everything in my heart is saying, do it, go for it. It's the right thing. It's what we have to do right now. So I got up and I walked out. If you're a true dog lover like me, I think you would have done the same thing that I did in this moment. So he's going to the farm. We don't have it all figured out, but we've been in this situation before, and I know all of you are so supportive, so we will figure this out together. We will give Bobby the guidance and the training that he needs, and we will help him because he deserves that. We're gonna figure out what is wrong with his paw. Is it broken? Has it been broken? Is it sprained? Is it nerve damage? Like, what is going on? We are going to spend the money to get this figured out. Now, I know so many of you are gonna ask how you can help. The biggest thing you can do is subscribe and follow along. Oh, and we've got a bunch of cool stuff that we're doing that gives back to the farm and to the dogs, which is what I'll tell you about next. The actual Flip Farms pup date of our 2 boxer babies, Harley and Diesel. Major Flip Farm pup date. They're here. And they're still scared. And that's okay. But I have something to fill you in on because lots of big details. They're doing good. They're running. They're playing fetch. We even got him to take a treat from me. That's a big step. She has still not taken a treat from me, and maybe over time. But they love kisses. They're relaxing. Yeah, there you go. Get comfy. Get cozy. And they just went to the vet, and the vet said, clear bill of health. How great is that? No distemper, no kennel cough. We thought they had kennel cough. Oh gosh, we were so worried. And the other thing, so many of you have asked, is she deaf? Because a lot of times that happens when you have a dog with multicolored eyes. A white boxer, being deaf is not uncommon. Here, you need a little space? You need a little space? Here you go. And see how they're still jumpy. But no, she's not deaf. Wow. And we kind of suspected because she jumps at any sound, so that kind of told us. But they're doing so good. They're still adjusting. Healing takes time. Getting used to things on the farm take time, and they're still brand new. So it takes time, but watch. She didn't give me a kiss yet, but she's been sniffing me. There we go. There we go. That's a good one. You can sniff my hair. I know it's kind of weird, but it's a good thing. And just getting them healthy, right? We've got them on really great food. We have them on my supplements. Now, I haven't talked a lot about this because I've been working really hard to get them just right. And when I say just right, I mean, I obsess over making sure the ingredients are top quality. It's a little pricier than most supplements, for sure. But when you read everything in the ingredient deck, you'll see why. Most of the supplements on the market right now infuriate me because they're just that. They're just marketing speak. And they're really you're really just throwing your money away. And if there's one thing that I'm not gonna have, it's your trust and your loyalty, and then you just being sold a bill of goods. And so my supplements, I see firsthand the results that it has on these pets in both their skin and coat and their healthiness. Like, you can just feel it and see it with these dogs. Results may vary, obviously, but here's what's great about it. It helps support the microbiome, because if the gut's off, everything's off. Like, you've probably heard that before, but I see it firsthand. And when these guys come in and they're rehabilitating, their gut is always off. And so adding those supplements is one of the first things we do. Now, they're not in chews, they're in powder format. And that takes a little bit of extra time to add to their food, but that way it's not cooked, it's not processed, it's in its purest form, and it will have the most immediate effects. And a lot of dogs, when I bring them in, whether they're seniors or not, I can already see that they're having issues with their joints. And my joint support goes so much deeper than just glucosamine. I'm actually adding green-lipped mussel, which helps with inflammation, because I don't care how much glucosamine you have, if the inflammation is still there, the problem is not gonna go away. So for senior dogs, it's great, but if you start now with a dog that's 3 years old, even 2 years old, even a puppy, they'll just be so much farther ahead of the game when their joints start wearing out. And don't even get me started on skin and coat support. They need it. These guys right here, they've been bathed, but they still just their coat is so coarse. Hi, baby, it's okay, hi. It's funny because most of the time, if you watch supplement commercials, it's dogs bouncing around at their happiest and they're so joyful. But I think it's important to see them in this state, because this is where they start. And where they end is in a happy home. Hopefully the entire time being healthy, because they're getting supported with a great diet and supplements that make sure they're well-rounded. I could go on, but I'm putting them to sleep, and I don't want to put you to sleep. Just check it out. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Go to rockykanaka.com/supplements.